What's going on, guys? Welcome to Insider, the brand new show that unapologetically takes the week's Apple news and kind of condenses it down and throws it at your face region, facial area place. Chris and I came up with this idea 48 hours ago, so there's no possible way this show can be shit. I really hope it's not terrible. On Tuesday, Apple began rolling out pre-release betas for iOS 8.3 for both developers as well as public testers. And within the brand new version, users have the ability to disable the password requirement feature when downloading a free app in the App Store. Yes, I can see how this is a semi-inconvenience for people when using the App Store. It's just an extra step in order to get that free app. However, I never had a problem with it. I actually like that I have to enter password information, and it made it even more convenient for me when I could use Touch ID. But hey, I know some of you out there don't like the feature, and I will let you know now that in the future, you will be able to disable it. Now, I am a developer. I don't really develop, but I'm a developer for Apple, so I can download the beta. However, I like when my phone does this thing, it's called, what's the word? Oh, working. I like when the phone works. Funny thing though, it's really hilarious that I have the stable version right now and it still doesn't do that. It still doesn't work. Apple has released their very first set of third-party applications that will work with the Apple Watch. This includes Twitter, but I will tell you right off the bat, the majority of developers that have submitted their apps have yet to be approved. And this is likely because Apple sort of wants to pick and choose which apps they use to promote the Apple Watch effectively, which apps they want to advertise with the Apple Watch as they're showing it off to the public when it hits stores. Now, when it comes to the Apple Watch, you might be asking if I'm interested in it. And to be honest, I was excited about it. And then the second Apple Watch event happened, the event and where they talked about it the second time, and that actually made me less excited. To me, it's not practical in my life, and if I have to be reminded that technology exists on my wrist, it's already failed. I don't want it. Maybe next year, if it gets better. Either way, third-party apps are going to make or break this device. So I'm definitely excited to see where it goes in the future, but for me, right now, I don't want it. Let's talk about some news concerning the Apple TV. Apple has officially launched the CNN Go channel, giving users the ability to watch live and on-demand news coverage, obviously at this point from CNN, but they've also locked down deals with Fox, CBS, and ABC. To me, this is extremely good news for cord cutters. Now, what's really been crippling for cord cutters thus far is the fact that they have problems getting live content, whether it be live news coverage or even sports. It's been a huge problem. And recently that's become less and less of a problem, not just for Apple users, but for users using a lot of different services that are already available. Now, when I talk about cord cutting on my show, Front Page Tech, I'll put a link down in the description, a lot of people argue my points, saying that at the end of the day, once you cut the cord and you buy all these other services, you're kind of effectively paying the same amount of money that you would pay for your traditional cable bill. And for those people, I want you to really think about something. When the people cord cut, when people even have the idea in their head of cord cutting, it's because they're paying for content they don't want to watch. They're paying for a bunch of other stuff they don't need. If they were fine with all that content, I'm sure they would pay for their cable bill. And a lot of them have to because of the lack of live content or whatever it may be. A lot of people are looking for something way more specific and narrowed to their needs. So when they cut the cord, they don't buy all the services. They buy a couple, 2, 3, 4, however many they want that would make them happy. And hopefully they're still paying less than their cable bill. The thought is not to pay the same amount and to go out and buy all those services. It's to get something way more specific to what you want. Just keep that in mind. And with this news, I'm pretty sure it's shaping up to look like we are going to see a brand new Apple TV at WWDC. Just saying. So that is this week's show. Hopefully it wasn't terrible. If you have any feedback for us, let us know in the comment section below. If you liked it or you learned anything, make sure you hit that like button. It really helps us out to show us your support. Speaking of support, it's because of the support of the Supernomies, the patrons that make a show like this possible. So a big thanks to them. If you have not become a patron, a Supernomie just yet, make sure you do so. There is how you can do it, chrispirillo.com. Go there, and it's because of that support that we're able to do things like this. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next week with a new episode of Insider. Man, I love that name.